What's going on, y'all? Machiavelli Mills TV. So LeBron James has stated that he will miss a Lakers game when his son, Bronny James, makes his college debut with USC, right? LeBron James Jr., aka Bronny, plays for the USC Trojans. For those who don't know, he has some heart condition. He had went into cardiac arrest. I'm sorry. And so he was suspended from basketball play for a while, but he's approaching his time to return to basketball activities and return to the court for real and play an actual game. LeBron James is anticipating that, and he like, yo, if I will miss a Lakers game to go see my son play. You have individuals who feel like that's the wrong thing to do. You can't leave your team. Your team needs you. NBA fans pay money to come watch you play. You need to be playing in that game. Other people feel different. Be there for your son. Me personally, if I'm LeBron James, I'm being there with my boy. I agree with LeBron. LeBron been in the league 21 years. He's dazzled fans. He's wowed crowds. He's put on shows and mega performances in front and on the biggest stages. This stage right now is the biggest stage for him and his family. He was almost not going to be able to. He was wondering probably at one point, was he ever going to be able to see his son play college basketball when he went under cardiac arrest, right? You're wondering, would I ever see that? And so now I'm going to take the opportunity to see my boy play in his debut. I'm not saying I'm going to he's not saying he's going to every single game. He's not saying every time they play, he's going to miss out on the game and he's going to just be missing games willy-nilly. But for that first game, I don't blame him trying to be there for his son, especially when his son underwent something such a scary moment. You know what I mean? I want to be there to make sure my son okay. I want to see him play. I want to see what's going on. I want to see how he's feeling. I want to be able to experience that moment with my boy. You know what I mean? So if I'm LeBron, I'm 100%. I'm agreeing with LeBron. I'm moving how he moving. Despite what people say. A lot of people, older generation in particular, they put work before everything. Work, 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 work. Sometimes work come before family, especially when you LeBron James. You did put in so many years in this league. You're not a rookie. You're not a first year, second year player trying to find your footing in the league. No, you are a legend, a top two player all time in a lot of people's opinion. And furthermore, you got Anthony Davis. He's supposed to be able to hold down ship. Now we know AD has been struggling to do that, but you got Vando coming back. Who else coming back? Vando and Rui gonna be playing somebody else that was out is coming back. So you got players coming back, key pivotal pieces. Let them rock out for that night. Okay, LeBron James will be back another night. Let them hold down the fort and try to be a team that is championship contending. And it shouldn't be all on LeBron James' shoulders to make them be able to win games every single night. So LeBron can afford to go there and be with his son. Because that's what I'm going to do. Like I said, if I knew something like that happened to my son, I want to see that first game and see how he plays, how he's feeling, how he's adjusting to it. I just want to be there to soak in the moment with him because this is a big moment for him, especially if after he had such a major scare, wondering were you going to play this year? Were you going to be out a whole year? Were you going to play ever again? Yeah, be there with your child. Be there with your child. Basketball could wait. We've seen in sports figures, athletes playing on games where they lost their fathers and their sisters and all of that. And I remember it takes me back to Isaiah Thomas, young Isaiah Thomas that played with the Boston Celtics. His sister died, and he goes out and plays in the game and delivers a great performance. But after doing all of that, the team get rid of him, trade him anyway, don't want to give him no mega deal. After doing all of that, after laying it all on the line and coming there and being there for his team through that big pivotal moment, and going there playing in that game despite his sister's death, doing something like that, and then the team still like, hey, I'm not paying you. Sorry, you got to go. Right? When you know a team capable of doing that, and they're not gonna do that to LeBron James, obviously. But it just makes you think about loyalty to like, oh, I gotta be at every single game, especially when you are a pantheon great like LeBron. Go be with your son. I don't care what nobody else is saying. Rob Parker of the Odd Couple radio show with Chris Broussard, he's saying like, yo, LeBron need to be there. He doesn't agree. But I'm going to say this, man. Rob Parker doesn't have children. And I'm never a person to say that you have to have children to empathize with that, because you don't. A lot of the doctors and pediatricians, a lot of them don't even have children, and they still can empathize with children and still, show a lot of concern and compassion for the children and their work that they do, right? So you don't necessarily always have to have kids to understand this. But he tried to equate it to him not being able to go to some of his nephew games. And I'm sorry, you can love your nephew like a son, you can, but it's still not the same as like you being there for your child, right? The one that calls you dad, calls you father, it's a different thing. You know, when that is you are that child's sole not sole, but you are that child's main responsibility. You're that child's parent. It's a different feeling. And so when you have a child, you have children. Listen, I'm sorry, job. Y'all gotta wait. My children gonna come first, especially when they need me, or if it's like a big pivotal moment in their life. They gotta go to the doctor. They gotta go get something done. I'm gonna have to go. I'm gonna have to go. Sorry, I gotta be there for my child. My child gonna be looking for me too. So I'm with LeBron on this. Some people may disagree, but there are some things that are more important than work at times, especially depending on the circumstance. In this situation, in this circumstance, LeBron needs to be with his son, especially after the scare they had. He got to be with his boy, and I would do the same thing, you know. So I don't get people looking at it like, oh, he trying to beat jet out on the team. This is an excuse. See, it's a lot of people who put work over everything. Work before their kids, work before whatever. Work. People that just think about work and they sleep, wake up, wanting to do work all the time, just thinking about work at the goddamn football game, at a leisure activity, in the middle of going to the child's, in the middle of going on a family night out, or a date night. They're thinking about, hey, I got to do this on the job. I want to do this. I want to do that. I want to do this. Not thinking about the troubles they're going through at work, but thinking about just work. And some people who are engineered like that, who are wired like that, they don't understand a person putting family before this. So yeah, I'm rolling with LeBron James on this. I'm gonna be with my boy. Sorry, Lakers, y'all to be all right. Jeannie Buss, Darvin Ham, Coach Ham, you got to coach. You got to think of these adjustments on your own today. Lean on the other players there, your assistant, your coaching staff as well. But I'm going to be with my son, and that's the way it should be. Machiavelli Mills TV, I'm out. Peace.